YouTube, what is going on? Darius Bethel here with another video. Still loving the questions, the feedback that I'm getting from everyone. So today I wanted to do a video to spend some time talking about avoidance. That seems to be a really big topic. Seems to be something I've gotten a lot of questions about. And first of all, people wanted to know what it is. And then in this video, I'm going to give you not the only three, but three ways of some of the ways to help out with avoidance that I've talked with some of my clients about, and what I'm going to talk to you all about with those three methods. And I think they all have to be done together. You miss a step, that's going to cause some issues. But it's one of the most effective ways that I've seen some of my clients improve avoidance. So first of all, avoidance, that's a method that people will use in order to not address a problem that's actually there. So maybe you're struggling with some of your eating habits, you're struggling with the relationship, and instead of improving your diet, or instead of sitting down and having the conversation with that person that you're struggling with, you will bury yourself in work. So you don't have to think about it. You will bury yourself at the gym. We do that a lot with diet, where we won't improve our diet, we won't fix our plate. I've been guilty of it, so let me be very clear on that. So instead of trying to improve what we're eating, we just go to the gym and hit the gym harder, and you just look like a more in shape, overweight person. So we use avoidance is when you're doing other things to avoid actually addressing the problem. So first thing, with avoidance, with a lot of my clients, this is one of the things that I tell everybody. You can't improve avoidance. This is step one until you're ready to improve it. So you have to make a decision. So you have to make a decision that you're ready to improve some of these, whatever it is that you're avoiding, and then you have to be okay with delayed gratification, and those go kind of hand in hand. So make a decision and be okay with delayed gratification. Delayed gratification is something that we're all struggling with at the moment. Delayed gratification, for those of you who don't know, is where you will put the work in towards something and you don't immediately see what it is that you want to see. Same thing with dieting, and I reference that a lot because it's just something that coincides with this a lot. You want to lose weight, you go to the gym, you run 3 miles, you hit the weights and you step on the scale, and you have not lost anything. You do that for 2 days, 3 days, 4 days straight, get on the scale, and you still have not lost anything. And instead of pushing through and continuing to stay consistent, you quit, you stop, because you're not seeing the results that you want as fast as you believe they should get there. So delayed gratification is important, because when you make these changes, it's not going to be an overnight shift. Whatever this thing is that you're avoiding, you got to realize however long you've been avoiding it, it's not going to stop overnight. So you've been avoiding this problem for years, months, decades, however long it is. When you put the work in to start making the changes, just because you make 1 day and you do great, 2 days, 3 days, 4 days, you do great, or you have a conversation with that person that you should have had years ago, doesn't mean that everything's going to change right then and there. The second thing, step 2, becoming self-aware. You have to become self-aware and have the understanding that there are some situations that you just cannot put yourself in, and that's okay. And I'll get to the third step in a moment. So for someone who may be struggling with their eating habits, like I said, I'll continue to go to this just because it coincides very well. If you're struggling with snacking at night, then maybe realize, okay, after I eat dinner at 8, I need to get me some water bottles and put them in my bedroom, because if I step foot in that kitchen after dinner time, I'm going in. Chips, cookies, cakes, whatever is in there is going in. Maybe instead of tempting yourself by having the stuff in the house, maybe you don't need to buy it. Some people have issues with access. They don't plan on going to the kitchen at 10:30, 11 o'clock at night and going in. But if you go to the kitchen that late because there's something in there you actually need, if it ain't no cooks, cakeys, or chips in the house, if it ain't no cooks, good gracious, cookies, cakes, or chips in the house, you don't have to worry about, being tempted by it. Social media is another thing. People, want to improve things, want to get better. And I will make another video about what Myron Golden calls the comparison trap, and how social media has played a big part in that. But I'm telling you, taking social media out plays a big part in some of those distractions. But if you're trying to cut down on your social media, and that's a problem you've been avoiding, maybe you need to block it from your website, not have the app on your phone. And then if you're tempted to scroll on Instagram, Snapchat, TikTok, whatever it is, I can't talk today, whatever it is at night, maybe, don't bring your phone in your bedroom when you're going to sleep. So become self-aware and understand that there are some situations that you can't put yourself in, creating them guardrails, and that's okay. Some people might be okay with having that food in the house or being able to go to their bedroom with their phone. But if you can't do that, you have to be okay with that and realize that this is a change that you have to make in order to address some of those problems. The third thing is be okay with the changes that you will have to make in order to make this change, or whatever it is that you've been avoiding in your life. Because the reality of it is, when you make a decision to make a change or address a problem that's going on in your life, and you're serious about it, it is going to change how you process things. It's going to change how you interact with people. It's going to change how people interact with you. So maybe if you're trying to do better with your diet and your friend's like, hey man, let's go to Chick-fil-A, grab something to eat real quick. You can say, hey, I'll make the decision to get a salad while I'm there. But if you're the kind of person where you can't resist that temptation, you might say, I'm sorry, I'm on a diet. You know, we can go to the office and eat, or you all can come to my house and eat, but I can't go out and eat at Chick-fil-A because I know the decision that I'm going to make while I'm in that environment. And that's okay. And the people who really support you will, you know, they'll understand. And they will be okay with the changes that you're trying to make in your life, and they'll adjust what they're doing as well to help fit for you. But you have to be okay with those changes because it might cause you to lose some friends. People who have struggled with addiction, you know, they always talk about people, places, and things. And I'll make another video, you know, discussing addiction and the importance of realizing what those people, places, and things all have in common. But when you realize and put those guardrails up, there are certain environments you just can't be in because of decisions that you are more inclined to make when you're there. It's important, and you may lose friends, you may lose families, and you may not be able to do some activities that you really enjoyed in the past. But if you're going to address whatever this Godzilla is, and I did a short about Godzillas and lizards, about whatever this Godzilla is in your life, it's important that you make these changes. So thank you all so much for your time today. I really didn't plan on this video being that long. If you got any questions, please continue to hit me up, like and subscribe, and I appreciate the support. Thank you all so much, and I will talk to you later.